Hi, I'm Sandra. Welcome to The Happiest. Here we transform through holistic eudaimonic happiness. Best part, it's easy and kind of fun. If you know me, you know I own a water rower and that I love that damn thing. And if you know me, you know I live in a teeny tiny place. One of the reasons I got the water rower is because I have no place to hide a rower. It's going to be out all the time. So I needed one that was pretty. And standing up next to the wall, it kind of is. Water rowers are not cheap. I got the base model on sale with free shipping. Still, I could have gotten a foldable metal one for about half the price. Instead, I decided not to listen to my cheap streak for once. This one was pretty. This one made the whoosh. This one would make me happy when I looked at it. And it would be paid for with my year-end bonus, money I didn't have to begin with, so money I wouldn't miss. I decided to see this purchase as an investment in myself. This rower was something I'd wanted for 5 years, and now was the time to get it. 3 years later, I still row on the reg. I still love that damn thing and smile when I look at it. Its whoosh is relaxing. It's a great cardio, full-body workout I can do whilst watching BritBox. The ROI on it just keeps growing. Highly recommend. Not just getting a water rower, though I do rec that, but investing in yourself. Is that something you're willing to do? It can be hard, especially when a fair chunk of change is involved, especially if it requires time and commitment. We start to question what all of that is worth. Can I afford it? Will I stick with it? Maybe now isn't the time. Invest in yourself. A lot of coaches use that line in their sales pitch, don't they? Buy their course or a package to work with them and see it as an investment in yourself. It makes me want to barf every time I hear it because it's such a manipulation, part of the grift. The insinuation is you aren't seeing yourself as worthy enough to spend money that's likely an uncomfortable amount, when the truth might be that you see the value in the program, but the price tag is mismarked. And that's the rub, isn't it? Who determines the value? I remember when I was first asked by a stranger what I charged. I gave my hourly rate and the bundle rate, and never heard from them again. I felt terrible because I've been there, not being able to afford what I needed, let alone what I wanted. Should I have reached out and offered a discount on my below market rate? One of the things I learned from freelancing back in the day, and you can ask any freelancer you know about this, is that whenever I gave a discount to a client, someone who is just starting out or going through a hard time, I was treated poorly. Not like I expected praise or red carpet treatment for the discount, but there was a distinct lack of respect that had to be an effect of lowering my fee, lessening my value. Again, ask your freelance friends about this phenomenon. It's weird. Back then I decided I'd rather lose a client over a fair fee than have a client who didn't appreciate the discount. And I still stand on that hill. But sometimes I'm shocked by what people want to charge for what they provide. I mean, I math the math. If there's value, I'm on board, which is why I got the water rower. If I was going to spend that money, my butt was going to be in that seat at least once a week, whether I liked it or not, whether I wanted to or not. There was no hard sell here, no grift, no Instagram ad telling me I wouldn't meet my full potential without it. I had fallen in love with that design long before I finally made the purchase. There was a thought process about getting it and how I would use it. Side note, it is by far the best lazy day workout there is. This was an investment not just in the machinery, but in me. When it comes to making an investment in ourselves, how often are we confronted with the grift? The manipulation that cajoles us into getting something we kind of sort of might be interested in, but aren't really sure about the cost. I think we've all faced that one time or another, usually involving a major purchase, buying a car as an example. We can feel the manipulation, and we can let ourselves be led down that path, all because someone linked it to our worth. Invest in yourself. Don't hold yourself back. You deserve it. But that's our determination. No one else should try to manipulate us like that. It's gross. I'll let you in on a little secret. I let myself get grifted last year. Yes, this is where my curiosity will lead me sometimes, or my boredom. But to be clear, my eyes were wide open. I knew it was happening, and I let it happen. Here's how it happened. In early 2025, I took a course, not a cheap course, but not a grossly expensive one either. And the person teaching the course was a very good coach, like really good and interesting to watch while she was doing it. Still, how do I say this politely? I didn't like her. I didn't feel a connection with her. And while I'm pretty in touch with my intuition, every once in a while I will question if my lack of connection with a person is gut instinct or just my shit. For the record, it's never been my shit, but I still have to ask. It's like being spiritually polite. Despite the fact that I wasn't a fan of hers, I did think she was a good coach. And halfway through our course, she offered a certification program for her method, and I found myself on a sales call with her. I knew the grift was coming. On a walk before the call, I decided my top dollar amount, again using year-end bonus money to fund it. I sat down, buckled up, and was ready for the show. Friends, let me tell you, the grift started from the first word of our call, which was on Zoom and recorded. Long story shorter, despite my misgivings, I decided to do the certification even though it was a smidge over my predetermined limit. I know. But again, I knew I was in for the grift, and I was curious enough to take the ride. I wanted to see how wrong or right I was about the whole sitch. Do you want to guess which it was? She merrily took my money and then crickets.